Hey everyone, today's rant is on why my generation sucks, part 4. So I am back, and here we go, and let's start talking about Valentine's Day. It just seems that most people take Valentine's Day these days way too serious. We all know that Valentine's Day is nothing but a Hallmark commercialized ass of a day where people would actually believe that it is about finding love. Yeah, right. It's just a regular day like any other one. We all remember, the elementary days where classmates would pass out heart-shaped Valentine's Day candy and pass out Valentine's Day cards, probably the ones with your favorite cartoon characters from different shows like Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon, etc. Yeah, and then when you got to middle school, I remember when I was in middle school, I don't remember passing out Valentine's Day cards. I guess once you get to middle school, they don't do that anymore. I guess it's a elementary thing. Now I can understand high school, but I mean I don't think there would be a problem if kids continued passing out Valentine's Day cards and heart shaped candies in middle school. For both elementary and middle school. But that's whatever. But then once high school does come, it just that's when it feels like that most people need to find a Valentine as soon as possible. And there are many reasons why I don't care for Valentine's Day. For starters, most people who happen to be in a relationship, most guys think that on February 14th is the day you give your girlfriend or wife something special like roses, chocolate candy, diamond necklace, and so forth. Even though it costs a lot of money, but you're going to spend on your money anyways. Hallmark is obviously scamming people to spend all of their money to buy something special. Now, if you don't have enough money, then I'm sure your girlfriend and wife won't care. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. You know that one K Jules commercial that every kiss begins with K bull crap. Every kiss begins with kissing my black ass, okay? There is love every day. You can always buy someone something, any other time of the year, not just the 14th. And if you are ones of those people who just do something special for one day in February, then obviously your relationship don't mean a damn thing. Now, then there's some people in a relationship that make fun of single people who don't have a Valentine, which is totally fucked up and shallow because don't you realize that hurts? You're going to make he, she sad, depressed, make them cry, where they end up running home crying with their face and body all up on the bedroom window, sliding down from the window and fall on the ground, or may commit suicide. You never know. Now, why would anyone do that? That's just going to cause single people to think that they're going to be forever alone, causing he or she to also desperately get a guy or girl for one day, and after 14th they don't need he or she anymore. So what kind of crap is that? You're wasting your time doing that. Newsflash, you're never alone. You have friends and family. You don't need to be in a romantic relationship or whatever. And I just wish most single people would realize that. There's nothing wrong being single because you get to do things, whenever you want in your spare time. Being single is fine. And I mean, you get to do whatever the hell you want. You ain't got no kids. You don't have nobody around, a husband or wife or anything like that. You can go places where you want to go. So I don't know why they make a big ass deal about it. And maybe you'll find that special someone. But if you don't, just remember that you are never alone because of family and friends. F Valentine's Day. It needs to go away forever. Hopefully somebody has the balls to go to the Hallmark company and say, hey, you guys are the reason why Valentine's Day is messed up because it makes single people depressed and lonely. Most couples tend to brag and rub it in their faces. And people feel that the 14th is that one day you need to do something special. Hopefully someone can burn down the Hallmark company while you're at it. F Hallmark too, okay? And for the couples who are in a relationship, good for you. But the ones who are just messed up, please don't brag about what you and so did. It's none of our business. Please don't hurt people's feelings who are single. It makes you feel like a mean, shallow jackass. At least be nice to each other. Just be there and let she know that you are never alone and you should never feel bad about not having a boyfriend or girlfriend. Speaking of not caring, most people these days feel like they are the only ones on this planet and they only care about themselves than others. For instance, I live in a quiet neighborhood and I feel that the neighborhood is likely to go downhill because my parents and I got a new neighbors across the street recently, and one time last month the neighbors were playing some loud shitty rap music in the afternoon. Why do they have to play their music so loud? And it's always got, and whenever they do play music is loud, it's always got to be some shitty rap song. What the hell is that? I don't like that. And at least play something that's decent and good and sounds good and it's not shitty. And at least turn it down a bit, and especially even if it's in the afternoon, Then there's the next door neighbors who sometimes play loud music. Our next door neighbors next to us, but this was at late at night. Okay, you want to play hardball? Oh, it's on. I mean, there are people who are trying to sleep or winding down for the next day. They act like people don't have to go to school or work the very next day. That's just rude. Not to mention, some people won't say excuse me if you bump into one another and fall, and she just walk on by, not bothering to ask if you're okay. Are you hurt? You're a jackass and a witch if you do this kind of stuff. I wish people would stop, worry about themselves so much than others. And let's say like somebody gets shot and then you want somebody to call 911, you call for help. There'll probably some people that just be, looking at the person that got badly shot and they don't like do anything, They don't like hurry up and call 911. It's like, what the hell? Are you trying to make that person die? Damn, they yelling out 911, ask for help. And I understand you're scared of what happened to that person, but damn, come on, y'all, help out, call 911. We got lives to save. Damn. And then if they wait too late, that person may end up deceased, which is sad. I mean, come on, y'all. Then there are celebrities being celebrated. I don't know if celebs were always celebrated since the dawn of time. If so, I hope they weren't celebrated for stupid stuff that's not important, like they do now. I mean, they worshiping like they're gods and goddesses, and like they die for our sins like Jesus Christ or God or whatever. Celebrities are people just like us. They eat, sleep, bathe, and crap like everyone else. Just because they're celebrities doesn't mean they have superpowers or are superheroes. TMZ is also a perfect example. At times, TMZ really doesn't talk much about anything important. They pretty much worry about who got a new dog or what Britney Spears' engagement ring looks like, and Selena and Justin Bieber's breakup. Oh no! Breakups happen. It is nothing new. So, should we really care about their breakup? I mean, I'm just saying. I also remember last year on NBC on the Today Show where it was the 11th anniversary of 9/11, and there was a moment of silence for the people who died on 9/11. But while this was going on, the 9/11 moment of silence was pretty much ruined. It was interrupted because the Today Show, they was too busy showing Kris Jenner talking about her damn boob job that she got done. What in the living hell? Listen, I ain't got nothing against Kris Jenner and all, but why couldn't you wait until the moment of silence was over? Doesn't that make sense? The fallen people in 9/11 were obviously rolling their graves because of that crap. That was just so disrespectful. Y'all could have just did the moment of silence, with no interruptions, and then show Kris Jenner her damn boob job. It's like, what the hell? It's like most people just focus more on, celebrating celebrities over, people that actually doing something for the community and stuff, charity and stuff like that. And what about your fighter fighters, your police officers, doctors, nurses, teachers, scientists? They're the ones who should be celebrated for helping our community, and what a fantastic job they are doing. Let's not forget in the Marines and soldiers in the Army, especially the ones who sadly died in the war, who we should remember and salute them for serving our country. Soldiers in the Army definitely deserve recognition, especially on Veterans Day and Memorial Day. These types of people definitely deserve some credit and, thanks for what they do for our country and America to get better. We should really do that. Then there was the Norway shooting and the Amy Winehouse death on July 23rd, 2011, almost 2 years ago. Now, almost 2 years ago, it just seemed like no one was talking about the Norway shooting. It was like the Norway shooting wasn't much to be talked about much, but people were focusing on Amy Winehouse's death the most. I mean, I love Amy so much, but the Norway shooting should have been cared and talked about more as much as Amy's death. People remembering how talented, she was and is. That's good. But I'm sure it was the ones who bashed and made fun of her, obviously pretending that they actually cared about her death, which is just so sick and sad. That grinds my gears. I really find it messed up how when people like Michael Jackson and Amy Winehouse are more loved when they die, it's the people who disliked them when they were living. It's like they give them more respect when they're deceased. Really? That's effed up. Who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff? How dare you judge them? How dare you judge them? I mean, come on. It's not like it was Amy's fault that she died on the Norway shooting. We didn't know she was going to die on July 23rd, 2011. We are not psychics. We don't predict the damn future, and we don't have crystal balls to see what the future holds. Come on now. All I'm saying is that the Norway shooting and Amy Winehouse's death should be respected at the same time. And Amy Winehouse, she has family and friends. I mean, show some respect for her and her family and friends. I mean, come on. Not to mention, I also heard that there has been fans of Michael Jackson, Kurt Cobain, and Elvis Presley. These fans of the years that these guys passed away, they committed suicide. What the hell? And I was bugging out. I was actually shocked that, they have fans that committed suicide in 1997 or 1977 when Elvis died, 1994 when Kurt Cobain died, and 2009 when Michael Jackson died. That's crazy. I mean, I could understand them committing suicide for Michael Jackson and Elvis Presley. But Kurt Cobain, who sadly apparently committed suicide, you would think that others wouldn't, would learn this lesson or see, what the man did. And you wouldn't think that they would commit suicide like he did as well. That's just, wow. I mean, listen, I understand that, we love Kurt Cobain and Michael Jackson and Elvis Presley, they're legends and they're always going to be remembered. But do you really want to waste your life and just kill yourself because they're no longer with us and they died? I mean, I understand, you miss them. Who doesn't? And we wish they were still here, but I mean, there's nothing we can do to bring them back, sadly. All we can do is just, remember them for who they were and just keep their music alive and memories of them. That's all we can do. And just talk about them often. Instead of just going to kill yourself, I just remember they're not gods, And I don't even think they would appreciate their own fans taking their own lives. Especially Michael Jackson. I know for a fact that Michael Jackson would not want his fans to commit suicide because he's no longer with us. I know for a fact that he wouldn't. I mean, come on. That guy was caring. So, that was something. And also, why are people like Octomom and Casey Anthony famous? Octomom because she has 8 damn kids. What is this, Johnny K plus 8 all over again? Casey Anthony. She's obviously popular because this woman was plead not guilty because the court or jury or whatever don't have enough, quote, evidence, unquote, to prove that she killed her daughter, Kaylee Anthony. I know for a fact that Casey Anthony obviously murdered Kaylee because think about it. Anthony was partying her ass off when her daughter was missing. Shouldn't you be watching her at home instead of getting your groove on at the club? Not to mention, Cindy Anthony, Casey's mother, called 911 a month after Kaylee was missing. What the hell? How about you get your lazy ass up and give more evidence, please? We need justice. Justice is important in America. Without justice, this place is nothing. We need justice to make ourselves feel better. We need justice. Justice is great. Come on, y'all. I got a feeling that she did murder her daughter. And if she did, Casey Anthony, you deserve to be locked up for a long ass time. I mean, who the hell kills their own one and only sweet, sweet daughter? Look at that face. Leave the kids alone. And I know it's obviously some guys that Casey Anthony's obviously more popular because I know some guys that find her attractive. I mean, don't get me wrong. Casey Anthony, I do think is pretty hot. Yeah, she's pretty hot. But look at her on the inside. On the inside, this woman has obviously killed her daughter. I mean, what's attractive about a person killing their own child, So that makes a total turnoff for her. I mean, come on. She shouldn't be popular just because of her case and her looks. I mean, damn, y'all. I mean, every time when you watch the news and somebody kills somebody, all they do is just show them in court, tell them, the judge tell them that they're guilty, and then they end up going to jail. They keep it moving. That's it. We don't see them anymore. We don't hear anything about them anymore. They're gone. They end up in jail for how long? For many years. And that should be the same thing. This should be happening to Casey Anthony. Casey Anthony still shouldn't be famous, and she still shouldn't be talked about. She should be in jail by now, not even thought of. I'm just saying. Talking about there was not enough evidence. You guys can kiss my dick. Anyways, this has been part 4 of Why My Generation Sucks. I hope you enjoyed. There will be part 5. I think in part 5 I'll probably talk about today's television and cartoons, most annoying fanboys and fangirls, and probably bandwagons or something. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.